Okay, I'm going to talk about my whole idea about the mirror thing. Okay, so here's a mirror. Look at that. Wow, it's reflecting me. Do you see that? It's reflecting me right now. In fact, there's multiple ones. Look, there's me there, there's me there, there's me there, and then there's the actual me. It's a reflection. Okay? So what's going on with the television is the same thing, only it's not my physical me. It's a reflection of what I'm emotionally. It's like an emotional mirror. I guess that's one way to look at it. It's like an emotional mirror or an acting kind of mirror, but it gives me clues. Okay, because there's this device that a lot of people know about because they've been the victim of it, and a lot of people don't know about it, so they don't believe it exists because they have yet to experience the wonders of the device. Okay, this device can make you feel stuff. A lot of people know about it. In Hollywood, a lot of people know about it. You know, it's not a secret. It's not a secret. Okay, but the problem is proving it, because those of us that are victims, you know, have $8 in the bank, and we know other people who have $8 in the bank, so there's no way that we're going to own one or be able to get one or have any idea about it, you know. But I guarantee you, people like Tim Cook and all those high executives at Apple, they all know about it. But you see, if something happens to me and I go to court and I were to request that someone like Tim Cook be held up for questioning, nobody in their right mind is going to entertain that. They would rather say I'm psychotic than actually go to someone of his stature, because we determine things by socioeconomic levels rather than integrity. Okay? So I won't be entertained because I don't have the money to prove that I'm important. If you have money, you're important. If you don't, you're not important. Okay? So, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. However, there are a lot of people that have been victims, okay, of the device. And they're on TV and they make it pretty clear that they have also been victims. I mean, what happened to Anderson Cooper's eyes? That's pretty obvious, you know? He didn't get an all-over sunburn. He got it just on his eyes. I mean, how weird is that? I think he was very targeted, very, very targeted. You know, and I think he knows too, but he can't say anything because of journalistic integrity, right? You have to prove it. And whoever did it is a coward hiding behind closed doors. You know, but so the television, back to the television, it's a reflection in the same way that this is. Okay? But you see how this is a good example too. That's the magnified version. Okay? This has two sides to it. So this is the regular, and this is the magnified. But you see what happens with the magnified? It's a little bit distorted, right? It's a little bit distorted. But you can also see that it moves. I can see a moving picture in there, just like I can on camera, on TV. It's a moving picture. There's no hardware here. There's no chip. There's no computer. There's no nothing. It's just a mirror, okay? But there is no question that there's a moving picture in here. There, you can see it move. I move, it moves. Okay? It's also distorted. You see that there's a distortion that happens. But do you still know it's me? You do, right? Even though it doesn't look exactly like me, you know it's me. Okay? You have an idea of who I'm talking about. There's enough information there for you to figure it out. Same thing with the television. Okay? For some of us, not everybody, for some of us, there is a reflection of what's going on in our lives. Just like in the mirror. It's in real time. Okay? It does not predict the future. It's in real time. And there are many of us that are experiencing this new phenomena of the television. Okay? And I say that there are many of us because I'm experiencing it, because it's a reflection there. They're experiencing it because I'm probably, actually right now in real time, I bet you I'm reflecting something. Right now I'm reflecting something that's going on probably in the White House. I've noticed I have a very strong connection with the White House. So there's something going on there. So I'm going to turn this back on. because I really wanted to catch it, you know, in real time, and you know, I really want to document it, and it's very difficult to document. You know, the best way that this would document would be in reality TV. I mean, that's what I see. That would be the best way. Maybe not. I don't know. It'd have to be live. But there's, you know, it's not just the TV. It's everything, you know. And you'd actually have to like spend a day walking around with me and living in my world next to me to experience what I'm talking about, unless you already experiencing it all on your own.
Don't know if the shooter could be a student. This school goes up to the 4th grade, but the shooter is dead on the scene. And these reports that are coming in of multiple injuries, it's very troublesome to say the least. We're going to take a quick break.
So there were kids that were hurt.
Get from our sources back in a moment.
So they're pressing buttons right now because I'm having my buttons pressed right this moment as we talk.
Isn't it time the automobile advanced? Introducing Q.
Let me see if it's going to tell me who's pressing my buttons right now.
I guess it's good, right? He said he's going to take care of her. Really thinks on his game. I think he's going to be a good dad. I think I like him. Thank God.
I wish I got that on tape.
I wish I got that. Did you hear that? It says, I wish I'd gotten it. I was just talking about that, wasn't I? It almost looks like it's talking with me, right? It's not talking with me. I'm not having a conversation with the TV, but it looks like it, doesn't it? There's like a weird conversational element to it. The sad part for me is that I'm fully aware that I'm not talking with the TV, so in a way it kind of makes me lonelier. You know? It kind of makes me lonelier. Because I'd much rather be talking to a human being. See, but right now there's a commercial here about Ruby Tuesdays and going out to lunch at Ruby Tuesdays. To me, that's just bad news. It means there's people thinking this is very funny. They're out to lunch, and you know. You know, this was all stuff that was discussed a long time ago when Marilyn Monroe was alive. You can see it in all the Billy Wilder films. It's very obvious how they put things together in the background and stuff. Only I didn't set this up, right? This isn't a Billy Wilder film. I didn't set it up. Not like Angelina Jolie and William Hague. If you saw that, then, you know, it's pretty obvious to me. I don't know how anybody could miss it. You know, I really don't see how anybody could miss it. Another question. Why the hell is Angelina Jolie interested in this? I would be the first one to fully admit I am no Angelina Jolie.
You are safe driver advantage. Plus, loyal customers may
you know. So why the interest? The baby. Just had a baby. I can see birthing things all day long. I'm a total addict. You see, that looks like Will Ferrell to me. The baby, Will Ferrell, William, Prince William. And Kate's new baby. Well, she doesn't have it yet. I hope to God I hope to God the royals, those other people, they allow her to have that baby. They don't make her sick with stress so that she loses the baby. Because you can do that, you know, you can stress somebody out so much that they can't do it anymore, that their body just, you know, is going to have a very hard time with it. Very hard. I had a very difficult pregnancy, I can tell you. It's not everybody glows and feels great. And Kate looks like she's not glowing and feeling great. Oh, we got a hug scene here. How cute. They're filming it. They're filming the baby. You know, which makes me wonder, did the hospital have like security cameras in there?
Those two weapons, a Glock and a Sig Sauer. We don't know at this time about the injuries themselves, whether they are children or whether they are staff or adults. We also don't know if the shooter that was killed on the scene by police is a child or an adult.
Oh my God, the shooter might be a child.
Area where cars seem to be parked erratically and was roped off with a crime case. It seems to be the subject of some interest. But the pictures that
Who
we're
would do
seeing
such a thing?
show that it is a somewhat calm situation at case
You know, who would do such a thing?
6 ambulances at the minimum.
You know, I don't want to jump to conclusions, you know, but given what I've been writing and given the nature of serial killers and how they like to put patterns together, you know, you would think that the FBI would have at least done a little questioning. I'm not saying that it happened. I'm not saying that it's the way it is, you know, but given the nature of serial killers, given their nature of liking patterns and putting things together with patterns, and given all the synchronicities that have been happening with words and with my blog, you would think that someone with half a brain, you know, would have done some questioning about this, because there are children dying. You know, children are being attacked. So, you know, what is wrong with these people? You know, take away the synchronicity and all that. Just on a purely FBI try to find the serial killer level, there's enough there to be asking some really hard, easy, not even hard, some easy questions. Why are they not doing it? Is it all because I did a Lauren and there's another Lauren, and for some reason the other Lauren doesn't like me? You know, when the fact is she should probably be liking me a lot and helping me find what happened to the first Lauren. You know, unless she's involved with the disappearance of the first Lauren. That's the only reason I can think of. She's either involved with it, she must be. Otherwise she'd be helping. She's not helping. You know, she's not helping at all. You know, she's writing rude letters about a beautiful girl named Malala who could use a little help herself instead of that crap that she wrote about her. Thinly veiled crap about a girl that's a hero. Thinly veiled. What an insult. I mean, who would write something so awful about a 14-year-old girl who was shot because she wants Pakistani girls to be educated? Who would do such a thing? You know, seriously. You know, if I found out that there was a little girl with my name on her, like Lucia, and they don't know what happened to her, I would be doing all I could to help. And if I thought I was connected, doubly so.
That the shooter is dead. We are also hearing multiple local reports of fatalities. I want to go to our CNN's Jason Carroll for the very latest. First of all, just outline, if you will, how many people we know are dead, who has been killed, and who has been injured.
Well, first of all, let's just go back to the beginning. We started receiving reports at about 9:40 a.m. That's when police Suzanne reported that a shooter was in the, quote, main office of the school. And then at that point, we had also heard a report that a person in one room had numerous gunshot wounds. This coming to
You know, it almost makes me want to call up my kid's school just to make sure.
Has also confirmed
It just has like every defense mechanism is going off on me. Every freak out.
The school, and that 2 weapons were recovered from that particular gunman. We are also getting information
I have to stop there.